In 2019, Megan Thee Stallion brought us Hot Girl Summer. In 2021, Chet Hanks, son of Tom, proclaimed it to be White Boy Summer.
You got a daddy?
You're his daddy.
It's the most beautiful thing I've ever seen.
And now, in 2025, we appear to be in the midst of Pedro Pascal summer. We've already taken a look at Fantastic Four, which we quite enjoyed. We're going to have a look at a double bill. Celine Song's The Materialists and Ari Aster's Eddington.
69, dudes!
Celine Song's 2024 film, Past Lives, was one of the films of the year for me. Just a deeply touching, haunting film about not even love lost, but opportunity at love lost. An absolutely beautiful movie, and one of those films you watch and you say, I've really enjoyed this. I can't wait to see what the director does next.
We will watch your career with great interest.
Saw the trailer for Materialists when it dropped, and it wasn't top of the list. It looked not really my type of film. But then when I heard Celine Song was attached, went in with high expectations. Basic plot, Dakota Johnson is a matchmaker. The matchmaker can't find love, meets some rich guy who ticks all the boxes and swoops her off her feet. What's really interesting about the film is I read Celine Song used to work as a matchmaker. So she comes in with skin in the game. She knows the industry. And the title of the film, Materialists, the film basically is a play on that. Dakota Johnson, by her own admission, her character dumped Captain America because he was a struggling actor. He had no money. They would argue she'd want to go to an expensive restaurant for their anniversary. He couldn't afford it. The structure of their relationship and why it fell apart was based on her being a materialist. And you see through the course of the matchmaking sessions, these people almost strip partners down to a set of mathematical equations: height, weight, salary, physical body type. And they pay a lot of money to go to this matchmaking service. Dakota Johnson is at the wedding of one of her clients she successfully set up, and she meets what her industry term a unicorn. And then we get into familiar territory. Does she stay with the unicorn? Or does she go against her own type and go back to Captain America? All three leads play their parts particularly well. It's a solid enough movie. It kept me engaged to the end. All in all, a fairly okay movie. 69 out of 150. So that's one Pedro down. Another Pedro to go, which brings us to Eddington, Ari Aster's new modern-day western starring Joaquin Phoenix, Emma Stone, and Pedro Pascal. Look, off the bat, Pedro Pascal mile card might not get too many stamps for this one. For a 2.5-hour movie, I don't even think he probably accounts for half an hour of the running time. He's a supporting character. This is a Joaquin Phoenix masterclass. This film, for the first hour, I was not feeling it. It's set 4 or 5 years ago during COVID. It's all about COVID. It's all about conspiracy theories online and echo chambers and Antifa and wearing masks, people not wanting to wear masks, and just a time that I think all of us would rather forget. And so opposite of nostalgia, opposite of reminiscence, it's almost like this, let's get past this. None of the characters were likable, and I wasn't really sure where it was going. Joaquin Phoenix's character who's made a decision to run for mayor. He's the sheriff. He's decided to run for mayor against Mayor Pedro Pascal. A couple of shocking events happen, which really take you like, okay, wow, where is this going? This didn't feel like this movie for the last hour and a half. And then the final hour is just relentless, just anxiety and dread. The backdrop of the Black Lives Matter movement being heavily illustrated as well against this COVID background. One thing I found very interesting about the movie is the opening shot is a homeless man with a pigeon talking to himself, walking through the desert. And he's seen throughout the movie at different times, and he's ignored. Characters just ignore him. In general, people just don't engage with him, don't listen to the ramblings of this mad homeless guy. And I felt like it was an analogy that the entire movie, everyone's like focused on the next thing, focused on the masks, focused on the vaccines, focused on Black Lives Matter, focused on Antifa, ignoring homelessness. And it's almost like this movie showing all the different things that were wrong and are still wrong in places in America. And then one of the biggest ones, the homeless epidemic, just this thing that hangs throughout the movie and everyone just ignores it because it's not sexy. It's not the latest thing to be seen, being against or campaigning for online. Ultimately, I enjoyed where it ended. I liked the final few shots of the movie. 69 out of 108 for this one. Some real solid filmmaking, great cinematography, great sequences and moments, interesting plotting towards the end, but quite a lot that was thrown at the screen at the beginning didn't stick for me.